You were right about him. Every word you said about him was true.
And I suspect there's a lot more that hasn't come out yet. The cash in the treasure chests, you were using the circus to launder money, weren't you?
Yes, you know we were. You caught us more than almost twice.
What about Frisco and Felicia?
I would never do anything to hurt either of them.
Oh, no, you're everyone's guardian angel, aren't you? I'm surprised we ever managed without you.
The money that Felicia was alleged to have stolen along with the fur, that was a frame-up, wasn't it?
Yes, yes, it was.
Whose idea was it? You were behind that, too.
Yes, but I had a reason for that.
Nothing was worth putting them through that.
Did you try to kill them as well?
No, I set them up to save their lives.
You did what?
I know this sounds like I'm making excuses.
No, it sounds like you think we're a bunch of fools.
Felicia was framed to get at Frisco. Yes?
In a way, yes.
Please answer the questions, would you?
I had been acting under instructions from a Mr. B.
He's the head of the organization?
Locally. Yes, he is the head. He was concerned that Frisco was getting too close to our operation.
So the poker game was set up to divert him?
Yes, it was, but it only made Frisco all the more curious. And it made Mr. B more determined to get rid of him.
So you want us to believe that Mr. B was trying to kill Frisco and Felicia?
Yes. He ordered a hit on Frisco.
Then the ruse with the money and the stolen fur was designed to get those kids out of town.
Exactly. If they had stayed here in Port Charles, they would both be dead.
Oh, dear, this gets more and more absurd.
I am telling you, Frisco and Felicia would have been in grave danger if they had stayed here. I had to come up with some way to force them out on the run. I couldn't very well explain the situation to them, now could I? I figured that if I set them both up with theft, then they would both leave Port Charles. Now, that way, I figured it would be more difficult for the hitmen to get to them. Especially if they were going to be surrounded by cops all the time.
So you knew they were both targeted for murder?
I knew it was only a matter of time. I didn't know when. I certainly didn't know where. I was only just convinced that if Frisco and Felicia remained here in Port Charles, they would both be sitting ducks.
I don't buy it, Avery. I think that Frisco was onto your mob involvement, so you framed Felicia to get him off your back.
If it were true, I would have killed Frisco myself.
I'm not so sure you didn't try.
I give you my word, I had nothing to do with harming either of them.
What about Tessie? She was killed in Atlantic City. Why?
My guess is that Mr. B's people discovered Tessie was helping me to protect the kids.
Oh, this is so ridiculous. I don't know where to start to pull this story apart.
I know it all seems pretty implausible. But it's the truth. I couldn't make anything up that is bizarre as this, please.
All right. Now, let's try a simple question. Why did you shoot Bert?
I had no choice.
Oh, let me guess, please. He was trying to kill Frisco and Felicia and the entire population of Port Charles, so you just rode in, as usual, as the hero and blew him away.
What I was trying to do was blow the whistle on the entire organization. Now, I had tried to do this once before.
So why couldn't you? What was to stop you coming right to the police and telling it all?
I was warned that if I talked, Anna and Robin would be killed.
Now he's claiming he's trying to protect me and Robin. First it was Frisco and Felicia. We're not dealing with a common criminal. This man's a saint.
I was willing to protect you and Robin. I would have done anything, even go along with the mob.
What pushed you over the edge? What finally decided you to expose the organization?
When they bombed Anna's house, I realized that no matter what I did, they were still in danger. So I went to Ramsey. I intended to turn state's evidence. It was the only way left that I could ensure
to shoot him as well.
Doesn't wash, Lavery. None of it. Doesn't even come close.
It does. It does when you take into consideration the identity of the head of our organization. What I realized when it was too late. Bert Ramsey is Mr. B.
Pathetic.
I swear to you, Bert Ramsey is the top gun in the organization locally.
Think you'd say anything to save your skin?
Oh, do you think I am making all of this up?
Lavery, I've had enough of this. It's gone on too long, damn you. Now, I want the truth, otherwise I'm going to take delight in beating it out of you.
If I were going to lie to you, now would I point the finger at someone so above suspicion?
You'd say anything to make your lies credible.
Once before, I tried to get information about the mob to Ramsey. I put together a package of evidence. I sent it over with a message. Before I knew it, Damon was waving this package on my face. I couldn't figure out how Damon had managed to intercept a confidential delivery to the chief of police. Now I understand. Bert Ramsey gave it to him.
Oh, never in a million years.
Where's this package now?
I assume Damon destroyed it.
How convenient that you can't offer any information implicating Bert.
He's the most loyal cop I know.
Not to mention a good friend.
If you think he's crocky, then you might as well lock up the entire department.
How dare you take the integrity of a wounded officer?
Someone who can't even defend himself now.
I will be very interested to hear what Ramsey has to say when he comes to.
You better pray he does, because if he doesn't, you're not going to be facing an attempted murder charge.
You know, the thing with cop killers is you can't put them away.
And what about crooked cops? What do you do to them, huh? Especially crooked cops who murder innocent people.
Prove he was in the mob.
You answer me that, Mr. Commissioner. I cannot prove it to you that to you. All I have is my word.
And we all know what that's worth.
Well, do you want me just to take back the whole statement and then make up a pack of lies?
That's what you've been doing.
Haven't I had an answer for every single question that you have asked me?
No, nothing that's been plausible. Nothing. Don't stop now. How do you explain the other hole in your story? You came to see me today. Well, why didn't you turn yourself in then? If you were so intent on telling all, why did you wait until you could find Bert Ramsey? Or did he come to you and force you? You know, I'm lucky that you didn't try to shoot me.
I was going to tell you today.
What stopped you? I'm chief of police. You could have confessed to me.
Robin kept interrupting me.
Robin interrupted you. Oh, so now we're going to blame an 8-year-old little girl.
Yes. She was talking about the wedding. And she looked so happy. She had joy and hope all over her face. And it broke my heart when I looked at her. I couldn't say anything then. I didn't want to. I knew, but
That's the first truthful thing you've said all day.
No, it is not. It is the most painful thing I've said.
Well, I guess there's no question that you're an active member of the mob. And that since you've been in Port Charles, you've been acting under their orders. And probably you haven't done anything that's not been directly linked with organized crime.
And I don't.
Why did you propose to...
I don't want you to...
Answer my question. Why did you ask me to marry you?
Because
I've got to know.
I love you.
Why did you... No!
Yes.
Why did you ask me to marry you? Tell me. Say it. Say it.
No.
Say it. Say it.
The mob ordered me to propose.
Damn you, Lavery. Damn you. It doesn't get much lower than this. I'd kill you myself. But the punishment doesn't fit the crime. You deserve more.
I have to live with this for the rest of my life. Do you think it can get much worse than this? Do you?
Call understanding. I want this down in black and white. I'm not going to give in a report to the DA until I have it absolutely airtight. I want that. For Bert.
we can do now is wait. The loss of all that blood has weakened Bert considerably.
Well, he's on whole units. His volume's still low.
His heart could still be a problem.
Well, at least he made it through surgery.
Bert's not a young man. Other surgery's put an awful lot of pressure and strain on his heart. Whether he'll be able to hang in there, we'll just have to wait and see.
I wish I could have got that bullet out quicker.
Patrick, you did an outstanding job. I don't know of any surgeon who could have performed better in OR than you did. And Yank, you did a great job in the van. Bert Ramsey owes